Hey everybody, how's it going? So surprise, Backyard Baseball does not release until the 9th. I thought it was the 7th for some reason, but whoops. Well listen, we're here with more Zero Parades. Zero Parades, I'm really enjoying, really liking where the story's going. So we're just gonna play more Zero Parades, you know? It's not a lose-lose, it's a win-win. It's weird. Loaded up in the one scene, not the other one. Whatever. Time to remember what we were doing. One of these days, we're going to be able to buy one of these postcards for our boy. Or should I say our girl.
You return to the desk. Everything is right where you left it.
Fantastic!
Thanks for the billies. Thank you, Mitchell Author. Appreciate you.
ZWS, JMXVB TW, AON, TRRA, KB, ZQYMUSGS. For Cascade, all will be forgiven. You turn away from the...
I
The stereo
wonder.
was right where you left it. You step away.
I wonder. We'll load a
The
save.
stereo is right where
In fact, no, I'm gonna do
you
a quick
step away
save.
from the equip.
Save.
The stereo is right where you slot the disc into place and hit play.
Very metal. Alright. Did we feel something?
You step away.
Or a pseudopod. We'll get you out of this predicament, pseudopod. I don't know how, but we will. But I will figure it out.
You approach your double's bedside. His breathing does not change.
So what were we doing last time exactly? We're gonna make a gun. Lusian batteries. Okay, we can maybe get some Lusian batteries. So we probably have to check that mailbox by Marco. If I can find Marco again. Isn't Marco like here? Yeah, there's Marco. Curious machine.
Mal credito, no problemo. A small image of a grinning man with an aggressive pompadour tosses fistfuls of coins at you. The financial citizen. Buy now, pay later. Beneath him, a rusted mail slot welcomes loan applications. Unlikely. The slot is too narrow and the chamber within too deep. A quick appraisal reveals 2 heavyweight locks. He'd be here for hours. An envoy of the so-called developed world. All disputes fall under the credit provider's local arbitration. Any further details about the credit provider are nowhere to be found. This is a facade, a translucent mask.
Why would Headphone Man stop
Because
here?
he is an operant, and this is an astral door, a dead drop operated by a predatory foreign financial entity. The 6 letters flash across your mind, capitalized, bolded, underlined. Who else? This credit provider is a limp in-joke from the Empire Sound territoire. Enemies all the time. The girl's greatest inheritance from Tempo after the free pack a day habit. The metal flap creaks open. The gold around the rim is stained with bronze and scuffed with scratches. The blade of light catches crimson plastic. A red disc, marked with the words Ultravioletta, followed by You But From a Dream. A tensing in your gut as another piece of the Doom puzzle slots into place.
The same disc Pseudopod
The
was
very
listening to.
same. Still doesn't explain why he wasn't wearing trousers. You gather your thoughts. Begin here. The weird man in headphones is an MTER operant. That much is clear from this astral door. Logical succession. Most important part of the job. The matching discs cannot be a coincidence. The headphone man and pseudopod must have made contact. 2 spies make contact and only one walks away. Even though pseudopod still technically breathes. With the method hiding in plain sight. Armed technology. Metaphysical ruin. Red for danger. Red for a bearer of the plague. Very much depends on what's on the disc.
I hold for Pseudopod. What about the Hevo gun after Tempo?
Tempo still has many levels and many ripples. There is a part of it you don't understand yet. The imprinting device. But something else too. Something behind the device. Or yours. The girl hasn't given you the full story, that's for sure. She's protecting something. Something else. Something deeper. Quick fingers of wind pluck the aerotram wires above you. Your dial's reading closer to 3/4 truth now. The pompadour man looks expectantly over your shoulder, his gaze alight. Danger, grave, behind you. Predictive reinforcement, a honed skill. Someone has you in their sights. You have a sliver of time in which to react, the span of a single mental event.
Alright, evasive maneuvers. Come on, we need some good rolls. Got it. We still
One
got a
fluid
baby.
motion, sweep and turn.
Holy shit.
The bullet cracks into the wall beside you, followed by the thunderclap of the gunshot. Darkness on the edge of your peripheral vision as the center sharpens to a scalpel point. You lock eyes with a man in a long coat. The eyes are pale blue, water under ice. Around his neck are a large pair of headphones. His face is impassive as he holds a strange gun on you. There's barely enough time for a response.
Give him 2 fingers. Hopefully it's these 2 fingers.
He looks confused for a moment, then ducks and disappears through a metal door to the side of the rooftop. As he goes, you catch a flash of vivid colored lining on the inside of his coat. Slowly, then all at once, the world fades back in. You are alone again.
It's getting crazy.
The machine is still sound. The piss smell.
Oh, we can get up there, buddy. Oh, we can get up there. Don't act like we can't get up there, because we can indeed get up there. That's some of a bitch. Also rude, you shoved me away. I could have taken that poster, but I guess we can't. You need to find an area with more copper wiring to sell. So we can give it to what's her face.
You find yourself before the strange tree once more. You leave the
Records. Oh, it's a tool, that's why. Okay. Records. That's also records. Anything giving me negative records? Nope. Okay. I mean, we'll give it a
You
shot.
find yourself before the strange tree once more. This is Ginkgo lucifera, an old Lusian ginkgo, planted widely during the expansion of the old Illuminated Empire.
Why?
The exact reason escapes you at the moment. Suffice to say, wherever you see one, it means that place once belonged to Leluz. Yes, and you're still just an ape, and not even a particularly distinguished example.
Wow.
You leave the old Lusian ginkgo to its business.
Listen, some of us have monkeys in our brains controlling us, okay? But all sunshines and rainbows. Sometimes you got a stupid monkey in your brain and it's doing all the worst decisions. And it's both your fault and also not your fault. In here? I guess not.
The brightly colored refreshments seem even more vivid upon your return. The refreshment.
We're definitely gonna need some melatonin after today. We had a stressful day. We got shot at, did brain surgery. Well, let's talk to Yana first. She must know some stuffs. She knows something I don't know. Or he. The entity. Where are we? We are here. Okay. Yanni, Yana, Baobana, Banana Fana, Fofana. Is this it? I think this is it. Alright, listen, Missy, you got some splaining to do. Just gonna overwrite it.
Hirsch, shouldn't you be hanging around the doorway or haunting a consulate?
Yeah, why is there an emitter operant with weird headphones shooting at me?
The girl pauses for a drag as a passing aero tram whines and screeches above.
Is Marco alright?
She's concerned about Marco, the espionage voyeur.
I didn't even check if he was alive.
Okay, that's good, thanks. He actually shot you. Hardcore, Hirsch. Very cool. Are you sure it wasn't a warning shot? Fuck the teacher. I don't like teachers on principle. I could have sworn the headphone guy was with the Luthians, but you say Emperor again. Either way, it doesn't matter. He's a midnight prick like you.
You seem to attract midnight pricks.
Again, Hirsch, are you living in a reality where the fucking has stopped? A reality in which the fuck is paused? But this makes zero sense. Why would the M-Cons be so interested in our deal? Interesting theory, Hirsch. Half right, too, I'd say.
Come on, give me a 6. There we go. All right, we good.
This is all laid out in front of you. A map of islands with unmarked bridges. Take it from the top. Does it seem like your former asset thought this one through? A hurried, desperate backup. Yet the practical logistics of the scheme were planned long in advance. This reveals a fundamental truth. And yeah, that's why she was there, which leaves a single question.
I was wondering when you were gonna ask that. This whole fuck show started when we brought... Actually, better if I just show you.
Yes, yes.
Follow me. And Hirsch, be cool.
The girl mashes the ends of her cigarette into the tabletop and glances at you once more as she rises.
Man, she's gonna have...
The girl leaves a strange cord hanging in the air as she turns to face you.
She's gonna have lung disease at like 22, and she's 21.
Yana, who's this?
Oh shit, she was here the whole fucking time.
This is Hirsch. She's a friend at Temple's. Friend of mine. Might be able to help us.
Hello.
Hello there? You're standing a foot from the biggest pop star in the world and you come up with hello there. Dubious.
It's alright, Yana. I appreciate this approach, actually. Hello, Hirsch. It's nice to meet you. You're not an ultra, then?
Doesn't care for that collective noun.
Not a fan of your
I
fans.
think most of them focus on the wrong thing.
Yes.
But then, who am I to tell them where to look?
I wonder if Taylor Swift feels this way about the Swifties deep down. If you got him in a claustrophobic room.
Sorry, I've been told I can come across a little cold at first. Call me V. Cool. I'd like that. So what are you doing here, Hirsch? How does she know about the plan?
Because Hirsch is a communist spy.
Oh, cool.
It's weird. I mean, maybe did she want a regular life again? Is that why she wanted the imprint?
Because Temple said he'll get me far away, with proper exit papers and everything. It seemed like the best shot at getting out.
Raw deal, she thinks. But still a deal.
Eastern Republics was the play. Very casual on their entry requirements. Best shot, like V said.
So I took it. I trusted Tempo, and now I'm stuck here.
V's no spy, Hirsch. She barely registers international politics.
That's right. I don't find all that stuff very compelling. I'm just trying to get out.
Yeah, why are you trying to get out of being a successful singer?
The actual singing was way down the list of what I was, or what I am, or what I represent. A singer. I'm getting out of La Luz, and out of my own shadow. I'm getting away from Ultravioleta. Some people will do anything to meet me, you know. But as soon as they do, a little light goes out in their eyes. Then a part of them wishes they'd never met me at all.
Well, that's gonna happen regardless.
An enviable life, if you squint.
I know. Pretty funny.
If Luth is out there looking for a group of non-existent countercultural cunts, all the better for us.
Luz said it, but they don't really believe it. They just want any excuse to operate on foreign territory. Vaguer the better.
As I said, all the better for us.
We're still not safe, Yana. Our secret police, they look everywhere. They're very scary. Maybe I am. But believe it or not, Hersh, even pop stars can think critically sometimes.
You're the poster girl of techno-fascism?
Right. Then you might accidentally become a critic. The most terrible fate of all. Those same people would erase me just so they could discover me all over again. Or kill me so I could never make a bad song. Never get old. Never be more or less than a dream beyond their reach. Fuck them.
The word sounds blasphemous coming from her mouth.
I mean, being famous does have its downsides, that's for sure.
I didn't fake every tear, but I faked a lot of them.
I'm still going to get her to the Eastern Republics. This is just a whatever the fuck creative stopgap.
I believe her. Yana's my S tier.
Now kiss.
I will. We will.
Becoming a hyper-tier artist at the apex of her fame and talent. Yeah, I volunteered. But as it shook out, I'm a gay middle-aged bootlegger with a nicotine dependency. Funny the little ways life fucks you.
It's her life. If she wants to bleach it away, that's her call.
Aren't we a collection of everyone we've ganged with, anyway? The other girl looks down and instinctively reaches for her cigarette packet.
Pretty simple when you break it down. V's still V, I'm Tempo, and Tempo's dead. Scheme fucking busted.
Busted. Where did you get that?
You could make a fuckfold of money with that Hirsch.
A fuckfold. 54,567,389 superblock coupons.
I was sure my record label shelved it. I don't think you're supposed to have that. Nobody is. Because it's not finished. I never actually heard the final mix. You should ask Espada Records. I don't control the masters.
But fucked with people.
No, I don't answer to anyone when it comes to the music. You, but from a dream.
The world slows for a fraction of a moment before jolting back into real time.
There was this recording engineer on it, Paulo. He was really sweet. Then one day there was this new guy, Fondo. He was less sweet.
So you gotta find Fondo.
And then at the end, this big minister turned up at the studio to listen to some of the mixes. That was extra weird.
Music falls under culture. This minister must be Reyes, your quarry.
Facundo Reyes, that's him. Very old, like most of them. Polite, too. Minister of Mass Culture, something like that. Before he left, he cleared out all the other people from the studio and sat with me in the recording room. Just me and him and all these wires and cold instruments. He told me how much he was looking forward to this song, how important it would be for Luz. He said it would be the soundtrack to Reunion. There was some talk of a concert in Spies too. The whole thing seemed off. Or maybe way too on? Sorry, I can't really explain it. What do you mean, took out? Oh my god.
Are you serious, Hirsch? A disc? Fuck me.
Yana, I don't know anything about this.
Hmm.
I think music can give you a soul, not just save it. But yes, that would mean it can take it back too. So this disc badly hurt your friend?
Fucked him up.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm not. I just got a feeling. There are hundreds of bootlegs out there of my work. That might not even be me on there.
As Petra told you, Einzeltone XR is immune to bootlegging.
Then maybe someone tampered with it. I just recorded a song, Hirsch, like I always do. I'm sorry about your friend, but I don't know why my music would do that.
A thin film of tears forms across our eyes.
That's not what I want for my music. Not at all. Another reason I should leave it all behind. I don't deal with the schedules, so I wouldn't know anything about that. How do you know Minister Reyes, by the way?
I just think international affairs are neat.
Kinda out of the fucking loop for a big time spy.
Yeah, Minister Reyes has been around forever. I don't know how you could call yourself an international actor and not know him. I heard it from my publicist, but Donatella's always saying stuff like that. Only about a quarter of it ever happens. Now I can get you on the list, Hirsch. Please don't mention it again.
Entanglement. Okay.
Sweet dream.
Okay, entanglement. You know, we'll put a point into it too, just to make it real good. This has 2 entanglement. Like we're leisure shoot Larry up in this bee. My record's at 3. Okay.
Hirsch. Sweet dreams. Hirsch.
Nothing from Earth. That's the horror of it.
All time and place before you. Luminous. Sense and no sense. Cosmology of a dream you may have lived and may yet live again. Lyrics I didn't write, but I did. I don't know. The world? The stars? Shared dreams pass round from consciousness to consciousness, covered with invisible fingerprints. I imagined I was floating on the edge of a black hole, moments before falling through, and the stars were chanting at my back. I don't know. I could only get as far as the first moments of falling. Then I woke up.
It would feel something like this. Light folding in on itself, dragging time behind it, face first along the concrete of the cosmos. In front of you would be true dark, but if you only looked behind, you would be the last witness to the culmination of the universe, the spool running clear of the light, the back of your own head.
Damn.
And for close to 1,000 years, to the awestruck below, you would be visible on the precipice as a slow-motion recording, a monument to the terror and the wonder too.
I thought it was all a little scary, to be honest. Beautiful though. I'm very sorry about your partner, Hirsch. Honestly, I never meant to hurt anyone, but I didn't really write that song.
Interesting.
Something else did.
Something else made it. Alright, catch you later,
Sweet
V.
dreams.
Purple plastic shimmers as you approach. Tacked to the side is a worn black sticker. UV. Tour only. Could it? Could it be? The brand plate identifies this as a Kagami 7X60. Look closer. This is the Kagami 7X60 Rainbow. Ultravioletta Signature Edition. A ceremonial blade for the High Priestess of Electro-Pop. Achieve something worth commemorating in keyboard form.
Yep.
Like some really good spying. Spies do not get signature keyboards or any other branded merchandise.
Sad.
Yet. In terms of sheer sale numbers and people buying it who will never actually play it, They already do. You press your finger into the nearest key. A light, airy tone glistens across the room. Middle A. Good start.
Hirsch, what are you doing?
Hirsch, stop.
You're a spy, not a fucking sound engineer. Step away from
Oh, I'm
V's
sorry. I'm not allowed to
keyboard.
play 2 fucking keys on a keyboard that were hovering around this entire time.
The young pop star untenses as you step back from her instrument.
It's a keyboard. It's not a fucking hurdy-gurdy. Y'all need to chill. Boots. The boots. You know, if I had boots that had cold read, or I can get some cold read somewhere else with the loss of coordination. I guess that would make it even. My cold read would be really low though. Oh, whatever. Wow, we've learned so much. Look at us learning so many things. Save. Let's see what Pumpkin Man's all about. Oh, Pumpkin Man!
Muffled noises emanate from within. The figure shakes, not its head, but sort of the whole top half of its body, and turns back to its portable vacuum.
We'll never know the secrets of Pumpkin Man. Someday we will. Hopefully. Soapy outline of someone's back. What's in here? There was something in
The hot tub's
here.
wrecked. There are cracks
We
in
need
the
coordination,
fiberglass.
okay.
You turn around.
Coordination. Any of these offer coordination? No. Coordination gloves. Coordination boots. And that's about as good as it's going to get. I thought one of these... No, that was sensors. Okay.
The hot tub's wrecked. There are cracks in the fiber. You turn around.
Actually,
The
no, we
hot
can
tub's
do.
wrecked.
We fail, we'll just put another point into it.
Without much thought, you mash your hand into the filter at full acceleration. All attempts to get your fingers wrapped around the object are repelled. The sound of wet flesh slapping. A few seconds and you turn around.
Alright, I think it's time for some smoky treats. Well, I would prefer if it wasn't anxiety. Hey, what's up, Desrin? What in the Disco Elysium is this? Yes. Long answer is yes. Short answer is no. But yes. What have you been into, Desrin? What kind of trouble you been getting into? And I guess we'll eat something that gives us... Thank you for that informative explanation. Well, I don't know the full story. Apparently, ZAUM, they went through some legal shit, and it's still ZAUM, but it also isn't ZAUM. Very confusing. That's just gonna have to do for now. I was just having you checking on Twitch and saw you on it and wanted to say hi. Well, hello, Desrin. Now we can get back to the hot business of trying to get this slammy object. Can I get coordination any higher? Yes, I can.
The hot tub's wrecked. There are...
Alright, 72% chance. Alright, we got it. We got it.
Your fingers and thumb form a 5-point grip upon the concealment in the pipe. Holding your breath, you apply pressure and pull. With a wet pop, you dislodge your prize.
A model train part. Well, if we know anyone who needs any model trains, then
in other
we'll
words, half a kilo of high-quality plastic just waiting to become the body of a homemade gun.
Maybe that's the intended thing they use. I don't think I've had anyone say that.
Flourishes of ornate bronze tubing like alembic parts coat the upper side of a sky blue carriage. Unfortunately, at one end the fine craftsmanship finishes in an ugly tangle of plastic, where the other... It could be nearby. It could be far away. This is for you to discover.
But yeah, that said, this game is still pretty good. It's not quite Disco Elysium the second, but it's still pretty up there. But to be fair, nothing will ever be Disco Elysium 2.
You are forced to wipe it down a little bit before you can put it in your bag.
Press music button.
A sultry saxophone oozes from unseen speakers somewhere above.
Right, and that's okay. Yeah. And like I said, I'm glad they didn't go this route, which a lot of media does, where it's just like, oh, we're going to do a sequel or a prequel. What's Henry Dubois been up to? Well, this is what he did before he was a big-time loser detective in Disco Elysium. Or try to add to it, which is even worse. You really have to know what you're doing. But Disco Elysium was so open-ended. I think it'd be basically impossible to do a sequel with, because there's so many different ways that game can end.
The perfect tune for gold chains, wet countertops, and broken promises. You tell
Hilarious. Look at her thought. It's called conditioning. It's a little different. It does show everything that you have available, as opposed to Disco Elysium, where you just don't know until you do the thought cabin, and then you get the perks. What's up, Grando? So many Xbox studios getting crap loads of layoffs. That new CEO is delusional. I saw a post on BlueSky before I actually went live, where someone was like, hey, you know, I worked at Bethesda and I loved it, but unfortunately I was one of the 1,200 people laid off, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was kind of sentimental. Yeah, but the format of the game seems to hold up. This looks familiar, but of course not exactly the same, yeah. And I feel like where the game is going is still interesting too. I'm not sitting here like, Oh shit, they fired Gina at ESO? Hopefully Taehome's still good over there. Holy shit. Half the Elder Scrolls team was let go? Man, Elder Scrolls 6, that's so deep in the freezer. When choosing cool options, 1 Delirium, 5 experience. Anxiety is elevated. I feel like we can lose the Delirium a lot easier than the other ones. Didn't we get another one? Another one in AM. Yeah, well, we'll get cold storage. Why not?
Can you smell that, Cascade?
Oh, hey, it's,
Sweetish, faintly burning, the odor of leaking refrigerant.
Oh my god. That's crazy, Desrin. No, Taeham has been off of ESO for a while. He was on Ash's Creation for like a couple months before. Yeah, that happened. Poor guy. Man. He just can't choose a good project to save his life. And it's not really his fault.
An intrusion from the past, with the augmented feeling of reality that olfactory information lends to memory.
Xbox will tank. This is why Sony is doing whatever the fuck they want as Nintendo, just doing Nintendo things. I mean, the writing's kind of been on the wall for a bit. Xbox was such a giant, especially around the 360 days. Oh, it's funny since Pantheon's, he's been on so many high-profile teams. Looking forward to whatever he does next. Have you been keeping up with him then, privately? Or have you been keeping up with his Indeed or LinkedIn? Indeed LinkedIn. What's up, Churro dude? Microsoft going all in on Blizzard? I think that's the wrong decision.
The call of Satellite Facility B, a vast honeycomb of
Can I not listen? Listen, game. Listen. Can you chill?
20 kilometers
I need to
outside
take a
Novessa.
really long nap with some melatonin.
In administrative limbo, with the burnouts and fuck-ups.
Oh, he checks in with you every once in a while. Well, that's good. I have no idea. In fact, I was so out of the loop, I assumed he was still working at ESO. Blizzard makes makes money hands over fist. It's sad because a lot of people that play WoW, they don't really enjoy it. They just got to keep their achievement percentages and their mount collection percentages at high, and they can't stop playing because if they do, they lose out on potential limited time mounts and pets and pet mounts. The StarCraft shooter will make more money in 6 months than Destiny in its whole lifespan. Well, the whole Destiny thing, that's on BioWare.
For 5 years, you wandered like a discarnate entity around those mazes of unlabeled discs, vacuum-sealed bags, and folders in a vertiginous array of colors: ochre, pomegranate, olive, and beige. The lack of direction was, of course, part of the design. The freezer is not simply a storage facility. It is a test chamber. Every few days, you encountered another poor soul between the shelves. A man or woman with a haunted, wan expression, or else some hideous, permanent injury. There was nothing to separate you from those unfortunates. Only the whim of your controllers.
That's true.
You might have remained forever had the occasion not arisen to unfreeze you.
But then again, the StarCraft shooter, it'll just depend on the game. I feel like it'll just depend, you know. It could be super successful, or it could be really popular for like a month and then just dip into oblivion forever.
Beware, Cascade. You have seen how easily you can be shelved. As soon as your assignment is over, all bets are off.
I mean, if I don't
Already
like it,
their
I can
fingers
always
are hovering over the storage button.
throw
But
it back
now-
out. Yeah. That was a lot of hard thinking. You know what? We're just gonna jam this toy train into our cool gun. And we'll have train gun, the most ultimate, penultimate gun of all time. I always have a hard time finding the freaking 24-hour photo base. I always find it when I don't need it, and when I need it, I can't find it. Quinfall. Isn't that one that's like a borderline scam MMO? Or am I thinking about something else? Listen, lady, can I get some postcards to make up for accidentally get someone involved in the spy world again, and then they shot me with some truth serum? Quinfall is a Unity asset flip. That's what I thought. I know wasn't it also the one that came out like suspiciously fast out of nowhere?
You return to the workbench. Your reason for being here is simple. Glue two pieces of a toy together. If only it were as trivial as that. Your dexterity may be severely tested. There's not much you can do to repair half a train without the other half.
Of course. Made by a couple dudes in Turkey in a back alley of Ankara. I may or may not have said that correctly.
Could I ever see beyond her, only to discover more of her?
The middle-aged man stares into the sky, left eye loping slightly. His hair and suit are both in moist disarray. A pink tie hangs open around his neck. The smell of alcohol singes the inside of your nose.
No. All is lost. Are you looming over me in official capacity? A hedged opening position. Exploitable if we found ourselves across the table. But I have abandoned post. delegated all responsibility to my junior. It will hobble him, of course, the fate of our kind. I am Oscar Miyamoto, senior negotiator for L'Empire de la Empire.
Desrin Dunn, or Desrin
Sans
does, not Desrin Dunn,
without la-
with the gifted sub to Churro Dude, so that he doesn't have to stick through ads. Well, as is tradition, anyone who subs, have a nice day. Well, don't go yet. You have to get what you earned. Because anyone who subs, I read a passage from Shit My Dad Says. It's a little backwards, but it's there. And I read a random passage. Here we go. On silence. Quote, I just want silence. Jesus. Doesn't mean I don't like you. Just means right now I like silence more. There you go. Thanks for stopping by. Relatable. It is very relatable. Anyways, have a good day. Good seeing you again. Keep doing whatever the hell you're doing.
I am, or was, and may yet be again.
That's a crazy hairstyle. It's time for a nap. Can you tell me a long dead time story? Ooh. That sounds like something Elvira the Mistress might say. Obviously, I don't have a rank amazing like her.
Default to a civilian mask. No need for enhanced theatrics here.
How dare I have silver-tongued entire countries to financial ruin, single-handedly collapsed the central...
I had a friend growing up that was totally in love with Elvira. I mean, who wasn't? Let's be real with ourselves.
He trembles and spasms, then dry retches a thin streak of spit onto the concrete.
You know, this might get
beside
this
his head.
video, like, in the shadow realm or whatever. No, I want... Oh my god. They're only like... Here we go, here we go, here we go. No, not that one. This will have to do. This will have to do. This is close enough. I forgot there was a movie. Oh, it's a little cut off. I mean, come on. And it's crazy that right now that I've noticed, like, on shorts, there's, like, a new resurgence of big bosomed goth ladies who act all thirsty all the time. She's actually a natural redhead. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. You know Elvira is a redhead and was in Playboy, yes. I have seen the pictures, and I've studied them thoroughly for research purposes. Just to compare and contrast, compare and contrast. Knott's Berry Farm Month had her for their Halloween event every year when I was growing up. Oh, wow, crazy. I found the next RV there yet. Pulsar, the Lost Colony. She's actually a natural redhead and a lesbian. Bad bitch.
For immediate release, Oscar Metamoto is hors d'usage until he receives at least 3 apologies. I usually charge a consulting fee, by the way. For you, I'll waive.
Is there anything else I have to do? I'll do a little save. We'll head to the bar. I'm willing to overlook a lot for goth babes. I mean, who isn't? Watch this guy's like, hey, can you remake my train for me?
Hello, Cascade. Keep looking ahead, please.
Standing very still at the fringes of the bar, your former double cuts a conspicuous and vaguely unnerving figure.
Well observed. I need to buy some new clothes. Fortunately, no one but you can detect my presence. I have not exactly a memory, but a noticeable absence of a memory of you telling my unconscious body to meet you here.
Elvira would have been the first OnlyFans billionaire if the timing had just worked out. Dude. Could you imagine? People would be shoveling money hand over foot just to get a peek of a nip while she was all kitted out.
And here you are. I can assume that it was not a figment of sedation delirium. Very strange, the mechanisms of the sleeping mind. Certainly gives credence to the rumors that the Azuri crime family employ preternaturally inclined children as dream assassins. Children's minds are far more pliable when it comes to extrasensory perception and rejection. Babies would be ideal, but getting them to focus, near impossible. These infant assassins take out their targets in dreams by hiding near them while they sleep. The process takes about 5 days, or so I've heard. Of course, we have no dream assassins to hand for our assignment. Just the old-fashioned tools. I confess I'm not exactly comfortable in such a public arena yet, but after the service you did for Miho, I felt obligated. A nice bonding moment, overthrowing a psychedelically nefarious enemy. In any case, Miho looks forward to its collaboration with the opera, on the eternal provision that the opera means exclusively you. And Cascade, thank you for trusting me again.
Yeah, how's the hole?
Breezy.
Oh my god, you just have it open? That's not good for you.
I was aware that the brain itself has no tactile receptors, but nothing prepares you for the realization that what it feels like to have a head is entirely dependent on the surrounding skull receptors.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you have brain surgery and they just leave your fucking cranium open, you'll eventually, the blood in that area will eventually dry out and you'll fucking die, but whatever.
No, it doesn't hurt. Nor does it, as famed anthropologist Gerardo Muela claimed, open one to the visions of the night sky. But that's for the best, I suppose. Nonsense, Cascade. But then again, the world is always many things at once. My take is that it's clearly not a conspiracy, just a barely concealed truth.
Your former double's eyebrows shoot up and stay up for 3 seconds before he wrangles them back down again.
Sounds like a hot find, Cascade. Congratulations. I'd be very careful what you do with that. La Luz will likely want it back. Must be the opera's new motto. Same as the old motto.
Okay.
I'll be
We'll
here.
leave you around. Said my boy was in here at a bar. Unless it's a different bar. I saw a man's face melted off down to the skull, and he was still alive. Well, the problem with him is that he has a hole in his head. Missing skull. I only know that because I saw someone, there's an old DOS game called Life and Death, where you do surgeries on people. And there's a brain surgery that's very in-depth. And pretty much like you do all this stuff, but you remove the skull, and then the piece of the skull that you're getting towards, and then you work on the brain. And you actually have to keep a drip going on the brain. Once it's all done, you know, put the skull back on, piece of skull back on. Somehow you get it to stay. I forget how you get it to stay, and then you patch them back up. Thank God. OBS, why you keep disconnecting me? You didn't miss anything, though. Anyways, welcome back. Be me, filling teapot. Water gets near top, revealing 2 swimming giant roaches. No longer want tea. That's no fun. I saw a clip of someone who was, drinking, like, out of a coffee cup. And somehow, it was like one of those, it was like one of those takeout coffee cups, you know what I'm talking about? That has like the little tiny spigot. Again? OBS? Again? Let's see, is it still going on YouTube? Yeah, it's still, I think it's still going. Yeah, okay. What the fuck, OBS? Maybe I need to lower the bitrate or something. Maybe that's fucking with it. We had a disgruntled agent jam bug corpses into the K-cup machine everyone uses. Woof. Oh, we gotta find our boy. Assemble a new sick crew. Pseudopod could be useful if you can reanimate him and get him into fall in line. That's what I thought. mean, worst case scenario, we take a big long power nap. You know, I was really worried about Pseudopod in the beginning. And I was like, man, you know, he's not getting food, not getting water. You know, he can't live in a comatose state like that for long without some sort of medical supervision. Turns out I was wrong. You can live with a fucking hole in your head. It was in frames too. I unsubbed EverQuest Legends. It's doo-doo. 100% set up for maximum microtransactions. Big shocker. Spotting the best. Really, we gotta find... There it is. There's the crap. It's always the ones you medium suspect. Alright, Pseudopod. Talk to me.
You approach your double's bedside. A brief red pulse, then nothing. Without batteries, the device is useless.
I'll print. I'll be here if you...
Okay, so we'll take a nap. Or should I say a rest? Where does it say? I know one of them is in that bar. Yanni. Pseudopod. Carolina's ready. Where? Is he not around anymore? Maybe he's just not there anymore. It's insane they're asking a sub for that game. I mean, they saw the money that Hero's Journey was making, and they were like, we gotta do that shit. We're not making that many monies. We need more monies for our holding company to be happy. Let me equip these gloves. Let me take some melatonin. Because we had a rough ringer today. Shit. Excuse me, doctor, are you still around? Are you still around, doctor? I need to buy some melatonin. Dev videos were like, you'll have unlimited loadouts for real, but in game, you get 2 with a cash out button. Let me go up to his office.
Hello, again.
Yeah, give me some melatonin.
I hope that helps. Until next time. Hello, again. Yes. How did she look to you? I'm not surprised she takes after me in that way. If there's anything you can do to help her, please know that I would be. Until next time.
You return to the forbidden.
Stop. I already...
Hey, come on, we're bros. I talked to your daughter. We're bros. You can let me up there, right? All right, whatever. I would have tried it. I would have tried it, but for $20, but a $20 box price, but ain't paying no sub. Not for a 21-year-old modified game. Yeah, even NCSoft won't require a sub with their cash out games. Yeah. Is that true? Some guy in the Legends Discord is claiming to be Brad reincarnated? That's wild. You know, listen. You know we're in dire straits when people are just claiming to be well-known developers. Alright, so we need batteries. We need batteries for this weird-ass device. We need to take some melatonin. Thankfully, the doctor was still available. Oh, we had 3. I didn't see any, though. Whatever. Deep sleeper.
The bed welcomes you. The murmurs of Portofino fade into nothing, as do you.
Was Cold Sweats, was that this? What's up, Sly Bank Guy? Coming from downtown. He shot his 3-point line shot from downtown, made it, and gifted a gift subscription to Just Let Me Play the damn game. Thank you very much. Mr. C, what's good, bro? It's good. As is tradition, if you subscribe or gift a subscription, I will read you a passage from Shit My Dad Says. And it's always a little bit relevant. Let's see. On water slides, quote, "You go on ahead. I'd rather not be shot out of a tube into a pool filled with a bunch of 9-year-olds' urine," end quote. Very true. Why a lot of people don't go to theme parks. It's a new day, we're refreshed, we're a little groggy. I'm always a little groggy. Damn, it's fucking early in the morning. Alright, Carolina, you good? I slept. Have you slept?
Fuck off.
Fuck you too. I just
The
want to
machine
take...
calls, still operating, but at a significantly reduced capacity. Scarce lights still blink across its surface, like a city in the hours before dawn. Sad.
Bad. Oh, that's right. He's mad at us because we convinced Carolina to join the Spydom again. Does that mean if I go to... We'll check the bar. Maybe our boy's there because it's super late. There's Carolina. Good. The crew's assembling.
Hey, Hirsch.
Carolina still looks gaunt and tired, but animated. There is an excitement to her movements.
Weird. Like I'm on the wrong planet. I keep trying to control things with my mind, like I'm still in the machine.
It's like, you ever seen videos of astronauts after they get back to Earth? And they just assume zero gravity, and like he like had a water bottle, and he like he just tried to leave it in air, and then it just fell to the floor. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right, gravity.
And I'm dreaming again, I think. I saw a man in a tent filled with smoke. There were soldiers or hunters gathered around him with spears. He was chanting like a star shaman.
Man, enjoy those emotes, Justin. They are good.
They were wearing furs, but not from any living animal. Thick, brown, and white stripes. Tent was lit by flame in a pit. He threw what looked like dice onto the ground, but when he picked them up, I saw they were bones, each side carved with the rune script, just like I use.
Meanwhile, I have dreams that are like, I put something in the microwave, and then I woke up, that was the entire dream.
I didn't understand anything that they were saying, but they didn't like whatever the bones told them. It was like they'd been sentenced to death.
She's trying to seem detached, but she's clearly disturbed.
Activision Blizzard needs to update the Nicki Minaj skin for quality. What? I'm not following. Is this like an Overwatch thing? What do you think it could mean?
Probably nothing. I don't know. It was so vivid that it's difficult not to look for meaning, but it would be like convincing yourself you're hearing words in a cooling fan, right? See you.
Nicki Minaj is in Call of Duty? I had no idea. Maybe we can talk to Monkey Man. Maybe Monkey Man knows some stuffs.
You have returned for trade.
He flicks his ears in excitement.
Disappoint. Farewell.
Eminem is in Fortnite. What the fuck isn't in Fortnite? I watch Orin stream play it sometimes, and I'm just always like a gasp. Like Cowboy Bebop is in fucking Fortnite. Cowboy Bebop. Obviously a game for kids, you know. What the hell? That's exactly what I said. Well, it wasn't the live action, it was the animated version, which thankfully was the one. Yeah, how do we not have any neck pieces, though? That's the crazy part. But yeah, the story of Cowboy Bebop is really interesting. because, you know, we'll head to that new area. I saw EQ is adding personal loot. I mean, why not?
The electric, the city welcome.
Where the fuck? Yeah, which EQ? Because EverQuest Legends already has personal loot. Live? I'm not surprised. Hey, do you have any? Can I get one of these postcards to make up for potentially future killing someone, getting him back in the game?
Oh, Prince. Oh? I'll be here if you...
Yeah. So we need batteries. Alright, well, let's talk to Gonzo again. Been a while.
Bored? What do you want? You want to off yourself? I'm happy to help, but you have to sign a release, leaving your remains to me as a donation to science. Lucky fellow, but no deal. Goat Eyes. Goat Eyes is your man for that. Tuk-tuk parking lot in Lowerview does.
Well, I already knew this.
All roads, it seems, lead back to Goat Eyes.
I don't know if this is a good idea, though.
Was he intensely forgettable? Did any sense of authority flee from him like the plague? That's him. I'm surprised you could even retain his name.
I just wait for the next Gen Chan wallpaper to drop. At least it's funny at this point. I mean, they should just lean into it. The next one should be her with like whatever weapon in one hand and like a EverQuest box in the other hand and just shrugging like, I don't know. Or like not even looking at the camera, like looking away from the camera.
Board certified swine. There is no history. Only scientific cowardice put forward by an invertebrate with little to no experience in surgical reality. Disagree implies I grant him sentience, which I fucking do not. I regard his medical opinion the way I would a dog chewing at its own tumor. There's no point in discussing him any further. Somehow, yes. I suspect the fertility...
Yeah. Be seeing you, Doc. Be seeing you, Doc. Maybe we can buy some weird shit from Goat Eyes. Like maybe a hunk of plastic. He operates at night, I'm pretty sure. Who are these people? OMG, there is a new one? Alright, you gotta send me the link. Hold on, I probably gotta boot up Discord. But, gotta send me the link. I gotta know. Alright, let's see if this lives up to our expectations. I like how the image was briefly censored out for a second because it knew. You know what? You know what? I'll give Jen Chan half a point. Hold on, I gotta find my... There it is. I'll give her half a point. I'm gonna like zoom in without moving the whole thing. I guess we gotta move the whole thing. I mean, you can more or less see what we're talking about here. Like, they knew a lot of people were clowning on them with it. They made her smile. And they knew, like, alright, we gotta, like, make it smaller so she's less of the focus. So they learned a couple things. This is probably one of the better pictures of her, but just saying a lot. Of her promotional pictures.
Baby, these return visits make me think we should be exclusive. With pleasure. All right. Tell me what's on your mind. I'll be seeing you. Baby. Trust. I'll be seeing you.
Can I inspect the gun to make sure it's all gun-like? Well, I can inspect this?
The lump of flesh you extracted from Holocene head sloshes about in the mysterious red liquid. Its eyes find yours, even through the haze of crimson. No different to what it was before. A clump of deactivated matter. Probably for the best that you don't take this out and stare at it again. Especially in public.
Hey, Goat Eyes is cool. He doesn't care. Other. I mean, I paid the money.
Baby, these return visits make me think we should be.
Goat Eyes taps his watch and shakes his head.
I'll be seeing you.
Okay, so we probably gotta wait a day. I mean, I've been kind of saving that money for that anyways. Miracle Line, Ego's Clinic. Pistol track. Where is... Because we just unlocked a new area. That takes us to the pistol track, which is where we don't want to go. Or maybe it is where we want to go.
Ahead. You will light the next arrow.
Thank you. I guess, is this a way to make easy money? You just keep coming back here, you check up on it every now and again. You already read the sign.
You're back. What now? You have copper for me? Aha! You say you're not a scavenger, but you are a good scavenger. Yes, very proficient. Fool. It's all false. Here, fool.
She's like a bottomless well.
I am close, yes.
Alright.
Yes,
Later, ho. We give her all of her? Do a little quick save.
You're back. What now? Ah, yes. Oh.
An insane sun rises from behind our eyes.
Take it. Take it all. We won't need it anymore. No, we won't.
A queasy feeling comes over you as you gather up the piles of loose change. Somehow you know she is right. Where you are going, money will not help you.
Haha. Yes, yes. Enjoy your false money. Just wait. Wait there. 6 hours, yes. And I will have built it. Haha. 6 hours.
I guess I'll come back tomorrow then?
Tomorrow, she said. Tomorrow.
An odd, slight peal sounds when she moves, like distant bells, or the jangling of construction.
Hey, we pretty much made our money back, though.
Over her shoulder, you suddenly notice that the sky, pitch black just moments ago, has begun to brighten with the first rays of dawn.
Look. It's not a hat, but nice, yes, nice. Take my hand.
Alright.
Her leather hand clamps shut upon yours. You feel nothing. If you expected a surge of energy, a rush, that is not where this was going.
Look at your clock. Welcome to true time. Yes, remember.
True time. How many more? We can give her one more.
Here you. Yes. Oh, yes.
An insane sun
Take it all.
A queasy feeling comes. Somehow you know she is right. Wait.
Haha. Just wait. Haha. 6 hours. Aha. Time, she says. No time.
An odd, slight.
Oh my
over her
god.
shoulder.
Look. Take my hand. Aha, fool. What do you want?
Alright,
Yes,
well.
yes, remember. You.
Interesting, okay. So it's. No, when was the last time I saved? Here. That's good to know. He did progress it further a bunch of hours, okay.
You're back. What? Ah, yes.
An insane sun rises.
Take it.
A queasy feeling.
Okay. So if I really need money, that's pretty much what I do. I just sit here and I just fast forward time. The next one will be with drums, yeah.
You step to Rotanev's shrine, taking you shift the glow of the cat. Your words don't carry.
Is there a shortcut this way? No. Okay. So we need to find batteries. What do we need to do? Pseudopod. Find 3 compatible people. Okay. So I need 1 more person. And then I think the game ends? Game's gonna wrap up? Maybe? May chance? Remember this area.
Ahead.
Take me back to the Paradise City, the city.
You catch the next arrow.
Oh, won't you please take me home? Okay. Carolina. Who else? Well, maybe we can ask her about batteries. Yana. Yeah, he's fine.
He twitches sheepishly in his armor of puffy fabric.
He had a gun. How did you didn't get shot? Cool. That guy's after Yana, isn't he? Do you know who he is?
Frick with the great Taylor. Wait a minute. You can find out who he is. Yeah, he's a prick.
A cunt, as she'd say. Yo, if anyone asks me about this, what do I say? Yeah, sorry.
Marco's hands vanish into his pockets.
Anything to report? Yeah. Okay. But Taylor guy, who's right up here, he would know. Or he's close to here? Oh, I think it's probably shut down for the day. I'm gonna look at the Curious Machine again, see if he doesn't try to shoot me again.
The grinning financial citizen welcomes you back. His offer still on the metal flat, the blade of light, a tensing in your gut as another piece of the doom. An outgun still doesn't explain. You gather your thoughts. The grinning man.
Okay. Nothing new there. Anything else we could do at night, though?
Good to see you on the scene again. See you on the scene.
Yeah, I thought he was over here. Yeah. Where was that one place he told me about, though? Maybe that's the one we need, the Aerotram Station West. Maybe that'll take us to the new place. Nope, not that way. Yeah, here's the tram.
Ahead, the electric.
No.
The city welcome.
Maybe Bowman knows some stuff. Who's gonna be the third person, though? Maybe we need to have a talk with what's her face. Oh, boatman with a boat plan.
The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition.
In Portofino, that'd be a quick way to upset the social contract. So, can't help you with that. If you're serious, your best bet will be talking to the Azuris.
As in the Azuri mob, the largest organized crime.
Yeah, I think
syndicate in
Godeyes is probably the
Portofino.
best route.
They have a front not far from here. The kid by the tuk-tuk lot. Next to the roundabout works for them. Must be. You'd only sell contraband that brazenly if you have protection. Frankly, I doubt you'll find one. No need. Sure, shipments roll in all day. We can always use more hands. Why'd you ask? Well, that's one way to do it. If you're serious, there's plenty of crates that need hauling and unpacking. Put in a few hours, and I'll make sure you get paid.
And so you fold into the dock's relentless rhythm. The work is unfamiliar and grueling and loud. Nothing here matches your instincts. Exhaustion sets in faster than understanding. After a couple hours, you decide to take a break. Nearby, dock workers smoke and swap gruff laughter. Others further down roll dice. You lean back, inhaling smoke. Workers tell stories with hands and slangs. The moment hangs until another shipment arrives. Time is blurred by sweat and motion until a whistle cuts through the docks. Work's over, you realize.
Seems the crates won a few rounds. Still, you're standing.
He lowers his head.
Well, now we gotta get rid of this fatigue. Anything that gets rid of... I guess it's either fatigue or anxiety, yeah. Well, time to open a cold one. Hey, you know anything about some batteries?
Format sensitive friend, how goes it? You'd like to hear more? It loses its resale value, and the uninspired replayer who listened to it loses a piece of their soul. Oh, yes. Completely. Though they'd have to have been pretty soulless to play it in the first place.
Mystery solved. Pseudopod listened to a priceless tape and lost his soul.
X remnants. 0 remnants.
Remnants. The charge that remains after the removal of a magnetic field. The
The Einzeltone magnets are so potent that the erasure is absolute. The X is meant to represent the negative, the complete absence of sound or vision. This was a very conceptual time for storage media, you understand.
Port of Vero at the break of the 60s. A teenage boy sits on his bed and gazes at a full-page magazine ad for a brand new single-play format. The crimson of the disc spellbinds him. Excited thumbs leave sweat prints on the page. Below the spotlit red disc in bold-faced text, with Einzeltone XR, the first time is the only time. The boy's lips trace the words in awe.
It was a very beautiful time, too. I judge you to be a woman of culture. You should understand the inherent value. Sure.
Maybe Yana knows about the Einzeltone batteries.
The sounds of plates clattering call to mind the first time you met SD. She's waiting for you in the corner of a restaurant, occupying the ruined shell of the former Essilk workers' cafeteria. Blue coat, black shoes, just as you'd been told. She pokes a plastic fork into a salad, deep in thought. A hangover massages your skull.
Cascade. I'm aware. That's why we're meeting. This is a new restaurant. Juices, healthy options. Part of a citywide effort to clean up the place. I do not work here. I'm a civil servant with the Postopheran government. Ostensibly an MTER liaison. You didn't read the dossier.
I love how BDO's official forums, the players just tell new players it's awful and don't start. Sometimes that's the best advice. This game sucks, don't play it.
Let's see.
Voice was strong. Good. Ignore the twisting in your stomach. You excused yourself without order.
Well, maybe, Mr. Clothing Man is up.
Small white flowers have opened up at the touch of a sunbeam. Tight buds unfurling. Pale, fragile things. A delicate fragrance rises from the bush. Jasmine. You breathe in jasmine and
That's not, I don't need delirium, I need the other stuff.
You blink. An hour has passed. The sunbeam is passing too.
Wait, is it -1? Oh, that's +1. That's +1. Hold on, I see someone. Oh, Lord Ko is on the Legends train? Uh-oh. I mean, it's the perfect game for him. Okay, this guy's open.
Back again, are we? This is what's there for you. Well then. Normally, I would point you towards one of my regular clients who happens to be in town. A Monsieur Frederick of L'Empire-Saint-Territoire. Unfortunately, he seems determined to debase both himself and my fine work by standing absolutely still. Moreover, at a phone box devoid of joy. A good number of my clients don't live in Portofino. Some pass through for work, others make an appointment with me, the sole reason for their visit. There's also a Monsieur Oscar of L'Empire-Saint-Territoire, but he has managed to violate my work to an even higher degree than Frederick. Let us not irritate me any further. Say no more. His epoch is sadly one of mourning and of low self-esteem.
The tailor nods. Inside, a small... Your vision darkens at its periphery. He offers a...
Of course you will.
Officer Marito is where you left him. Still...
Operation's still underway, miss. Sensitive stuff.
He nods at you.
I need to find, I need to find... God. Mr. AT&T man with the AT&T plan. See if I can't get him to tell me where that one location he was talking about is. In Party Alley, I think. Yeah. There he is.
The Reno Tel technician is waiting.
Ah, you're back. You can go in and out as you please now. I disabled the locking mechanism so this ball can be retired now. Glad it's gone to a good home. How did you get on with the artery? Well, thank you for trying, but it doesn't matter. I've decided to quit my job.
Oh.
I've thought about it, and I've decided that I'll try to get back into electrical engineering. I don't care if it kills me. I can't live like this any longer. Keep it. Renotel's got plenty. Consider it a gift from me to you.
What a stand-up guy.
The ex-technician shows no sign of hearing you. He doesn't even look back.
Didn't even matter. Well, we can talk to the guy up here. Hey, listen, man. We finally got rid of the ball. It's been 8 days, but we got rid of the ball. And then he's gonna be like, what took you so long? And I'm gonna tell him, listen, I was just very preoccupied with other stuff. Wait, is there a console up here that you interact with?
You've come back. Perhaps.
I have the ball. I have the ball. I have the ball. Damn, I ate too much spaghetti. Hopefully you don't puke it during your rap battle. You know what? We will. No. No. I want one that's... I only have 2 of those, though. Here we go. These. And then one of these. Even Stevens. What was it? It was gray matter.
Perhaps.
Do I have any of these that are gray matter? No. Gray matter, gray matter. Is that it? I guess that's it. Any of these remove gray matter? Nope. Matter, okay.
You've come back.
Some questions don't require thought, but the opposite. Quiet the conscious mind, and the answer comes naturally.
Fantastic. What is it?
A life that demands absolute commitment, with no room for error. The pylon man turns his head, ever so slightly.
Sounds more like self-pity than an objective assessment of a situation. I believe your question requires more time and experience than you've committed to it thus far. Not a criticism. Depends on your definition of interest.
There's an unmoored boat that's been floating around the canal to the south.
He points to the houseboat that has mysteriously appeared south of the roundabout.
There doesn't seem to be a driver or any crew. Sometimes the wind carries an awful noise from it up to my ear.
Guttural and aggressive. Like some kind of primordial steel beast is locked in battle with a diseased swamp pig.
Would certainly be my favorite victor of the two. But it was...
I hope nothing is amiss on board.
Perhaps.
Listen, I got your damn ball and you don't have anything to say for it. Be stuck here forever for all I fucking care. The southern shore. Okay. Boat on the southern shore. At the boat? We can go over here and see. No? I mean, it looked like it went right past here. That's the only place it could be, is here. Oh, nope, yep. Hey, what's up, Rel? Yes, I too agree. Face indeedly doodly. I too make face. Alright, listen. Come on. Come on, boat. I know I saw you, boat. You're the boat. You're the boat. The evil boat. Yes. Well then, I see it. How the fuck am I supposed to do something about it? Maybe it goes more this way. No. You have to ask around about it. Boatman, you seem like a man who knows about boats.
The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition.
Surprised you did. It's got some of the local sailors scared. Nothing human. One man, trustworthy guy, reckons he saw something thrashing around in the cabin. A beast, he said.
It must be slain. A jolt of fear snaps through you. Right. Unclear if he noticed. He sniffs idly, rolling the cigarette between his lips.
Can't say I have. Wouldn't like to guess. Might just be another drunkard's tale. The sea's got plenty of those. Why not? Ever heard of Karuk's Fall?
As for a story, not a quiz.
There's a shadow in the depths. Bigger than any ship. Sailors' diaries and logbooks stretching back centuries mention it. Different tongues, same stories. Could be a massive coral ridge, maybe a large guyo. But the reports I know of agree on two things. First, the shadow moves. Maybe, but if so, it's territorial. A deep sea whale, a squid, they tend to cover distances. Whatever's down there doesn't. And the second thing. Some sailors swear they've seen lights far below. Not always, but when the sea's dark enough. Could be, but I've never known fish or algal lights to blink.
Rail with the 3-stream streak. They streaking. They sat through this stream, yesterday's stream, and also, I think it's Thursday's stream. So they be streaking.
Estonian folklore calls it a
2
deep
zeros
nest,
and a
a
memories.
giant of sorts, a protector. I doubt that's it, but it's the image I grew up with. Anyway, stories are stories. Whatever's on, I'm listening. Sure.
He lowers his head.
I'll figure you out one day, boat. Boat, I'll figure you the fuck out. Well, now we have kind of a lead. And that lead is asking about the boat. Wait, what about down here? Oh, boat. We will figure you out, boat. Just you fucking wait. Yep, there you go. A weird boat. Excuse me, anything about weird boats?
The GM who's supposed to be keeping watch over there. Have you seen him? The one who's always scratching.
Following our line of sight, there's no sign of the Guardian municipal officer, who was loitering there, itching himself earlier.
What I need is a... What if you just need to get a really big magnet and pull the boat over? Maybe. It is made out of metal. It is coming together.
His mother asked Carmunda to keep an eye on him for her. Make sure he's doing his job. It's my nephew, little Maurito. In trouble again.
Little Marito is at least 190 centimeters tall and no younger than 32.
Little Marito.
Deserting his post, leaving all Carmuna's goods undefended. Good day to you.
Yeah, nothing we really care about. Maybe Yana knows. What does our objective say? Where New Jersey coming from? Yeah, we know about the boat. Unless there's like a different entrance. And maybe we go to this roundabout and then we go down and that will lead us to boat? Oh, is this the boat? That sure looks like a boat to me. Well, we found the boat.
On the bed in the room beyond, a figure arrives in the throes of some exquisite discomfort. In his hands, a bare light bulb strobing. Muscles clenched in futile effort. A syllable strains against his lips. He's trying to say something, but his jaw is locked shut. The other man in the room watches with unblinking intensity. Either a medical emergency or a spiritual one. The syllable erupts from a twisted mouth. The neck convulsively snaps back, and in that moment, you lock eyes. Recognition, inescapable, undeniable. You know each other well.
Mator! Mator! Matoria! They would answer Cal cuerpo y antler. Cuero here now. Vertino tor. Overcare.
Full body spasms rack him as a
Well,
torrent
looks
of
like we found our
syllables
third
falls
crew.
from his mouth. You are not ready for this. Run. Run and don't look
We
back.
gotta help him.
All right. I'm getting violence. Animal imagery. Masculinity, perhaps.
In the midst of Ramses's involuntary gibbering and the bizarre musings of the spectator, you try to focus and understand what you are looking at. A visage corkscrewed with distress. 1, 2 dead, 1, 2 dead. A precise interval. The light bulb's not flickering, it's pulsing. Ramses is suffering a purposefully induced seizure of some kind. There is an arrangement with the other man.
Damn it.
You want to intervene, but you can't. Your whole body is paralyzed in observation. Every signal hits you raw and simultaneous. Reality blooms, light flashes, saliva strings. Morbidly transfixed. You as much a slave to what you are watching as the unblinking spectator.
Coward! Coward! Alright. I hear winds. Sky. Maybe the idea of indefinition. Lack of division? Ambivalence?
An audible crack in his spine as he arches backwards, crumpling. A marionette with strings yanked, then severed.
I feel like there's better ways to go on spiritual journeys than to give yourself seizures.
He lets go of the light bulb. It stops flickering.
I see. Well, thank you. Yes, thank you. This was a private consultation.
He brushes past you without another word, and by the door he stops and places an envelope on the table. Payment. The price of Ramses's nervous system. Ramses's breaths come in staggered bursts. One arm braces against the floor as he tries to sit up. Slow and shaking, he winces. It is the future. Your old asset aged 100 years in the 5 that have elapsed.
Jackhammer's in my fucking skull. But there's a nice groove to it.
Asset Radian, comms specialist, skill set, audio engineering, surveillance, forensics, applied maths, transmission security.
Applied maths is the most spy shit I've ever heard of.
Ramses Tayed Al-Fatik Malloy, plague metal worshipper, pristine blunt roller, Rustamian refugee, ultimate warlock of chill.
That's not a class in WoW. Ultimate Warlock of Chill.
He was.
I'll get up in a minute. Trying to decide if I'm hallucinating you first.
Guess that settles it.
Strange days, Hirsch.
The clothes hang loosely on a frame that has lost more than half its musculature. Timestamp. 5 years, 3 months since last contact. His lopsided smile is the same, though perhaps cut with a streak of bitterness that might be new.
Been worse. In fact, fucking... just moments ago.
His fingers twitch in jittery bursts, post-tictal tremors, the aftershock of a seizure.
You're convulsing, man. Yeah, care to tell me what the fuck I just walked into?
It's just a gig, Hirsch. Good money.
You know, probably a lot of people would take that gig nowadays. Subject yourself to seizures for medium monetary gain.
650 souls.
That's not, alright, you know what? That's not bad.
Radian is an audio engineer. That scene you walked in on looked nothing like his line of work.
just seizures, H. For some people, they come with a fucking verbal component. Not too many other lines of work available, you know? Shit. You don't know, do you? The weeping eye came for me.
Right after his name slipped from Kindred's bloodied lips. One by one, your crew was picked off while you were whisked away to safety. The flailing limbs of the body politic suffer while the head buries itself in the sand.
5 years ago, H, they wiped me clean. Identification, papers, residency, it's all gone. I don't know his name, but he's, you know, fucking big money. Got a fucking penthouse. Fucking rich people, H. If it's not paying a dominatrix to shit in their mouths, it's this stuff. Honestly, I should be grateful. I don't have the looks to be a dominatrix. Or the sphincter control. You know, I wandered for a while, but nah. He thinks I'm some kind of oracle. Basically, I speak in tongues, he listens and does some word association shit with what he hears. It's just part of it. If I'm quiet when it happens, then I just kind of babble and grunt, but if I try to speak, the signals get garbled somewhere and, well, what you heard. He calls it intuition hacking. Says it helps him with his fucking business.
People would do anything to get a fucking advantage on the fucking stock market.
Perhaps. But behind it all, there is something else, far simpler. The power to pay someone to have a medical emergency for your viewing pleasure.
Not much to tell, H. Fucking... Ones that picked me up were dressed like carabineros. Drove me to, I don't know, some kind of cover apartment. Fluorescent lighting, concrete walls. You know how it is. Eventually 2 women show up. Lucian. Foreign suits, shaved heads, both of them. Green eyes, I think. They were calm and polite. I've been in Portofino long enough. I've got the accents down. But more than that, there's the whole fucking... Oh, they weren't even trying. Fucking shiny new uniforms with tacky plastic badges. Looked more like strippers than anything else, really. Besides, I've had my share of run-ins with the carabineros. Pussies, down to the last one. Information about us, but what little I knew they already had. I told them as much. They found it funny, especially that second part. They let me go about a day later. Came back to a ransacked boat. Power, water, phone line, all dead. Figured they'd broken shit for fun. Yeah, I made calls. My accounts were gone. The Casa de Registro had nothing under my name. Identification, work permit, all gone. They just fucking erased me, H. Pretty damn effectively, too. I'm the wrong person to ask. I figured that was standard for, you know.
You people.
Yeah.
Apology World Tour 96.
For a while I was doing small gigs. Fixing old gear. Radios, instruments, that kind of stuff. But eventually...
His gaze drifts downwards. His fingers suddenly curl, then stiffen. The seizure you saw may have been self-induced, but others are not.
Yeah. I had it under control back then. Still, I thought you knew. Yeah, well, it was easier to hide back then. Meds kept me pretty clean. Anyway, that's the short version.
And you can't get meds
You're
anymore.
looking at what's left of me. Give it here. Oh, Hirsch. You listen to L-pop now? Then what? Yeah, no. That would be the pop music.
Prognosis. Almost identical to the one Dr. Gonza gave you. Either they are onto something, or these men have the same kind of brain parasite.
It's an Einzelton XR. That's pretty much all I can say about it. Play it out. So good fucking luck finding out what was on it. I'm an audio guy, H. And this shit, it's got no audio left on it. What I will say, this Einzelton stuff is very niche shit. You'd have to ask someone into that kind of thing. Let me guess. Knew it. 5 years. I wondered if you were dead or locked up, you know? Even worse. Look, whatever this is, I'm not... I mean, you got eyes. Something for the wiring upstairs, H. Carbamazepine, oxcarbazepine, anticonvulsants. Sans prescription, obviously, on account of me not existing and all. Doubt it'll work. Even prescription holders are struggling lately. It's not just anti-epileptic pills. Things don't flow into the city the way they used to. All right, Hirsch, you see what you can do, yeah? Does it look like I do? Nah. Burned off most of the gear, even. There's a couple of things I couldn't bring myself to get rid of. Fucking, you know. Mostly the shit I made myself. Nah. Hardly leave this fucking houseboat. There's a bunch of crickets around here somewhere. You can have them if you find them. Should still work.
Crickets, as in bugs.
Mm.
Ramses's signature wiretap devices.
Yeah, me and Holocene did a fucking sleepover, H. It's a miracle I've even seen my dealer, as far as I'm concerned.
When all is said and done, the weed plug is Ramses's last point of contact with the world of humans.
See you around, H.
That must be pretty rough. Smoky treats. I know that's happened in other countries where, especially in I think in China, where they do this, you know, they have the one child rule. And so you had people who just had another child anyways, but they weren't registered at all. And when you're not registered, it's hard to find jobs and shit. All right. Well, now we have an objective. That sure was an event. One day we'll find out what that randomly roaming boat is up to, though. Someday. Let's see if Dr. Gonzo can help our friend in need. Hey, can I buy some postcards? No. Okay. In fact, we'll try bugging one of those bees right now. Yeah, I think we're like kind of approaching the finale. Kind of, maybe. Mayhap chance. Oh, here he is.
The clinic's metal door is scabbed with rust and surrounded by graffiti. An official-looking sign hangs to the right of it. Open nights, no knocking. Next animal who bleeds on this door gets sedated through the eye.
Oh. How did I miss that? Had I only been visiting him at night? That's crazy.
Back to what?
Well, we're fucking doing a quick save. That's what we're fucking
Clinic's
doing.
metal. The pins dance for you. Pressure just shy of arrogant. Tension held like a cigarette kiss. No squeal, no protest. Just the quiet pop of metal given into a woman who's done this before.
Oh, he's not even here.
You return to the ruinous desk. Its all-furring inhabitant now absent. The drawer slides open with a wheeze. Inside, a collection of branded pens, scissors rusted at the joint, a pair of latex gloves turned inside out, and a breath minting case. A dozen or so pens, all from medical conventions. Some cracked, others with logos half rubbed off. Neurosurge 78, precision is power. Cortex-Con 83, ethics in electrochemistry. Somnoloop 89, the future of sleep. 7 years ago. Each pen a time capsule, a version of himself with cleaner hands, and hope that already a near-decade-long abyss separates him from. Capital mints, strong enough to banish the deep. The artwork, a triumphant mint in sailor boots delivering a left hook to a giant shrimp. A single black pill plops out. Hand-pressed, small-scale production if not outright clandestine. Composition, impossible to determine. Doctors have access to everything, and there's nothing you would put past this one in particular. The mint rattles back into the can. The rest of the desk leans forward, expectant.
I'm not an expert, but eating random pills is not good business.
With wear. Nestled close, a lighter and a metal spoon. All midazolam plus oxcarbazepine. He's shooting his own mixes. Not recreational, not exactly. Self-testing. Thick paper, government grade. Embossed seal of Portofiero's medical board. Each envelope slit open with surgical precision. He used a steak knife. A second and final warning for continued deviation from sanctioned neurological protocol and the threat of an upcoming review. You glance at the date. 6 years ago. He kept them all because he's proud. You turn away from...
I mean, I could tap his phone line, but what the fuck good is that gonna do me? Actually, you know what? You know what? I'm dying of curiosity. I have to know what happens when I eat that pill.
The clinic's metal door. The pins dance. No squeal.
fact, I'll do a quick save right. Yeah.
You return to the ruin. The drawer slides open. A dozen somnol, each pen a time cap. Capital mince, a single black, hand pressed, small scale production if not outright clandestine. A chemical bitterness unlike any you've tasted before blooms across your taste buds. The pill leaves a nauseatingly bitter streak down the back of your throat. Like any good drug, a shadow of the full effects kicks in right away. Shortness of breath, a sensation like the fret of a cramp around the muscles surrounding your chest. You know exactly what is happening to you. Just below your ribcage, unknown muscles wrench and seize. A sun of agony illuminates your whole being. You have just enough time before it hits to realize this is what going into cardiac arrest feels like. There is no light, no tunnel, no flashback or DMT trip. This really was a stupid, stupid way to die.
Touchdown unlicensed doctor. After discovering corpse. That's hilarious.
You return to the ruinous desk. It's all for 3 used, 2 capped. The glass barrels are etched with wear. Nestled close, a lighter and a metal spoon.
I mean, I guess it was a
Nothing to
black
say.
pill. We should have known. In fact, I did know.
Midazolam plus oxcarbazepine. He's shooting his own mixes. Not recreational, not exactly. Self-testing. The drawer slide. A dozen. Somno. Each pen a time cap. The rest of the... You turn away.
That's why, kids, you don't put random pills in your stomach. Oh, here we go. Yana's place.
Remember, Hirsch, no weird shit around V. Alright, Hirsch. Psychologize me. Yeah, I did some odd job shit around there. Admin stuff for Tempo. Became his assistant, basically. Maybe, yeah. Some fucking kingdom. I was just Yana. The bazaar took me in. Tempo kept me. I'm retired. Government education is for losers and narcs. They're never gonna teach you the most important thing in life. How to make fucking moves.
What, math? 2 + 2 = 5? That's some weak ass shit.
Probably where I left them.
Push a little harder and she'll open up. This girl wants to tell you things.
Who are you, social services? Fuck off. Probably where I left them.
Push a little harder and she'll open up.
Last time I checked. Mom's a swimming instructor. My dad creates radio jingles for a local station. Maybe. Probably. whatever, I don't have time for them right now. I'll check in on them someday. I don't think so. The bazaar's receipts don't think so either. People say the culture goes backwards, or downhill, or whatever the fuck. There's only one real blockade to culture. Blind and deafen yourself. Then maybe you're protected. Anything else? No chance. Hold on, don't I get another name? Like how Tempo was Taxman?
Could go with Tax Girl. Strong thematic resonance.
You mean like save you from the bazaar? Also, I'm Tempo. It's me, Hirsch. I call that impressive, personally. Sick as speak your piece.
All right.
Later, Hirsch.
We'll figure out your whatever later. Your code name.
Ahead, the city welcomes you back.
Oh, it's our boy.
Ah, you found me. As you can see, I didn't get very far. I'm still here, still a Renotel technician.
Sadness fills his movements like a sludge.
Of course. It's the old payphone along the back ways, west of the dock.
Wait, you're getting hair everywhere. Just want you to know. Old payphone, west of the docks.
Sure. I'm still considering it. I thought perhaps if I stayed a while at this tree, it would help clear my head. No, not entirely. But that's not the tree's fault. Peaceful, isn't it? Taking my breaks under this tree might be the part of my job I most look forward to now. Because it isn't native to Portofino, or really this part of the world at all. The old Lusians planted it back when this place was a penal colony. Under the first Illuminated Empire, they planted these trees wherever they settled. If you see one, the old Lusian ginkgo. All Lusian ginkgos are effectively clones of a single original. It's this quality that causes them to shed their leaves simultaneously, no matter the latitude or season. It's a major feast day in Lusian culture. Of course, no one knows exactly when the leaves will fall. Perhaps I was for a long time. When you live on the moon, there are no trees anyway. Just a few plastic shrubs in the dormitory.
Oh, I guess people were on the moon in this
Great
universe.
distress.
Across the whole universe, there's humans that actually end up being the unnatural ones.
Is this guy a villain? I don't know, maybe. Hey, Soul Slicer.
All the same, since I returned, I found myself paying more attention to things like this tree. It seems to be calling to me. What about it? I wish I could say that, but it's an integral part of my job. Not a lot, unfortunately. I do collect magnets, though. That's probably the most fun thing about me.
What are your hobbies? I like collecting magnets. Okay, bye.
Sounds like our man here is missing out. on
Soul
a whole
Slicer
day
streaking.
confiding.
Seven stream streak. That's a whole week of streaking.
It's a lifetime hobby. I always carry a few around in my pocket, so I can see what surfaces they will stick to. I've got some years left in me yet, I hope. No, I didn't. Fascinating. I wish a magnet would erase parts of my life.
Same.
The disc blooms like ruby flowers in the reflection of his lenses. He looks to the distance, at the city skyline as it's drenched from above. The steady mill of pedestrian traffic and the squawk of a seabird fills the uneasy silence between you. The technician is completely still except his pupils, which trace a line from his position towards the sea, passing over the rooftops and market stalls along the way.
I've barely noticed how beautiful this city is. Ever since I got here, I've been wearing a veil, hiding myself, not knowing who I am or what I'm doing. There's still time for us to figure it all out. We're in this together, me, you, and everyone else. It might be a forever task. Anyway, enough doom and gloom.
Even if he doesn't like it, his position gives him purpose, direction. Sometimes that's enough.
Right you are.
I wonder if I can check. He's not ready for action. I was hoping freaking Yanni could tell us where the fuck to get some batteries, but I guess not. Maybe Goat Eyes knows? Let's see. Let me talk to you guys. Maybe we can ask her.
What do you have?
Above her, the small mounted television fizzes with the tinny shouts of a
Yep,
beloved
okay, yep.
Friend of yours? He was here a few days ago. Seems to have come in to have a chat with your man over in the corner booth.
So the old man wasn't bluffing.
No, I don't think we have. I'm Lucia. What brings you back?
Not why'd you leave, blessedly. She knows her audience. She gives you an appraising look.
What do you have? It's on the house.
Yeah, let's get some coffee.
Sure.
As you watch, a faint rainbow sheen gathers in the tiny bubbles at the rim of the cup. Soap scum, caked into the corners of the pot. Tempo used to swirl the coffee around his mouth and spit it back with a muttered, "Mierda de cerdo." The percolator has kept it warm, but not hot. Somewhat bland, not recently brewed. Overall, serviceable.
So, here to meet your friend?
No one said anything about a word that in context almost certainly means its opposite.
Over there.
She gestures towards an older man in a booth. His back is to you.
Strange. He said he was expecting someone like you. Tall, dirty blonde hair, and all regular. He said you were in the same line of work.
Would that line of work happen to be fake sock importer? Identity unknown, intent unknown, affiliate.
No.
You're lined up to get zeroed out. Let's get out of here. Fast.
Yeah, see you around. Have a good day. Hold on, I gotta ingest so many drugs. Lingering +3. Okay. That's a good start. Oh no. Oh no. I think it bugged out. I think she was talking about the man with no heart, but he's not here anymore, so fuck if I know. You know, we're gonna load. Uh-oh. Hopefully I don't have to go through that guy's whole fucking life story again.
Ah, you found me. As you...
We have to go through his whole life.
Movements like a sludge.
No, we've talked about
Right
that.
you are.
Okay, we need drugs. We need to wiretap a place. We have so many room for activities.
The fire door is closed, but no longer blocks entry. You raise your hand to wave at the engineer on his pylon. He... You open the door and you open the Reno Tel distribution panel once more. After pressing the on, Reno Tel diagnostic examining system. Seconds to... It's a background process. After what seems system must be the faulty intercom. The issue will persist. Goodbye.
Where was the other one? There was another thing. I guess we can only tap phones. Are you gonna be happy that I removed that ball, even though it's still technically there? I have the ball. Shouldn't you be happy that I have ball?
You've come back. Perhaps.
He does not care about my ball. It's also kind of bugged because it looks like the ball is still there. Okay, so I guess we'll talk to the other medical doctor. See if we can't get something for seizures. wonder if we can ever get this guy off the damn phone.
If I said I wanted you to touch me, where would you do it? Would it hurt?
Pre-orgasmic tremors jiggled the padded shoulders of his jacket.
She thinks I work with the mouth breathers in the trade office. In this suit? Unbelievable. Yes, I saw your colleague, hanging utterly deflated from this very payphone. It was despicable. Like the wretched of the earth, abandoned to shoulder a massive, indescribable burden all by himself. I could hardly look at him.
The young man turns his back to you without another word. If you want to use the phone, you're going to need to dislodge him first.
Now this would be a good phone to tap.
He whirls around and drops his voice to a hiss.
If you know about those, then you should also know to keep your fucking voice down. Look at the city. You see what happens when the blockade fails. Absolute market dominance by the Ministry of Mass Culture. The Lusians have the most desirable products in every market they've hit, at the expense of all else. I'm talking about the absolute collapse of the native industrial base. The total erosion of consumer choice.
The bazaar full of genuine Lusian tech. Gadgets outnumbering people. Their bodies crawling with fresh devices. Yes.
And I'm the damn holding it back. Me! So you see why I need to be in top condition. If they are to be believed, an end to the reunion campaigns. No more military adventures against former Lusian territories. Who knows? Maybe it's all a ploy. Maybe we're being played. But if there's a chance, I must take the risk. Do you even comprehend what reunion represents? The end of the rules-based order. The return of centuries of barbarism, the likes of which humanity isn't ready for.
Especially him.
You think this is funny? You think you'll be the one driving the tank? No. You are the ground, lady. La Tour Volga, the whole post-historical framework, it's teetering. Am I the only one who feels it? Hold me. Keep your voice down. If word gets around, it could unravel everything. Imagine the consumer. Understand. One false word, one ill-timed leak, and this is all done for. Done!
Yeah, Phil.
Apology.
Overtaken by lust, the lanky young man hugs the phone like it's a flesh and bone lover.
You're still leaking. Good. I have enough to keep track of as it is.
Yeah, Phil's.
You got some drugs from seizure drugs? Drugs for the seizures? Also, don't mind the guy I was just talking to.
Hello. Again? Again? Medication can be ordered. Do you have a prescription? How bad is it? If it's an emergency, you should call an ambulance.
No ambulances, no hospitals, no cops.
If it's that bad, you must call an ambulance. Happy to sort him out afterwards once the situation is under control. Just ask him to give you his prescription. I appreciate it could be difficult for him to stop by my clinic himself.
Without his meds, the outside world might as well be one big giant seizure-inducing machine. You're not getting Ramses all the way over here. without at least one dose to level him out.
That sounds like a very unfortunate situation. One that raises enough concerns for me to consider calling the Guardia Municipales. Thank heavens. Of course, if you were that desperate, you'd need to find a doctor who... Actually, forget it. Oh, you've already met Gonza. Then I need say no more. Please understand that this is not a recommendation of any sort. There's a reason his medical license was revoked. Anyone desperate enough... Until next time.
All right. So we still gotta wait for Gonzala to be out and about. Let's see. Do you guys know anything about batteries? Maybe I can buy batteries.
Effa red and black special editions are lined up behind the sheet of glass. So close, yet so distant. Automated, unfeeling commerce stares back at you. It is no coincidence. That is the ultimate goal, and they're already a good distance there. The so-called developed world in terrible action. A very dangerous question in a morally unregulated market. Rumor has it that an old vending machine in Lower Vudas once sold anonymous murder confessions to anyone willing to pay 10 sol. Besides that, probably the one that you may find.
If I were to get a battery... yeah.
Until next time.
Nothing new. They can really help us. Fogged mirror.
Officer Marito is where you left him.
Operation's still underway, miss. Since that woman, you tell Carmuna that little Marito's not her personal GM. And tell her to...
A man sprinkles dried kibbles into a bowl. His companion pats around him, brushing against his ankles, tail fluttering. Street lights smear against the window, but the fragile machinery of routine holds the world at bay.
It's just methodological complexities. See, per procedure, an officer must occupy the zone of obtrusion to ensure no further trespass occurs. The zone's here. But in parallel, an officer must breach the zone to serve the eviction notice.
Sounds complicated.
And applicate a timely and effective removal of all offenders from the premises.
Ah, cop speak. Stilted, bloated, and memorized from a pamphlet. Look, wobbling legs. Prey shakes.
Who? Marito? No. Not even close. It just needs some... figuring. Marito can't just let a civilian go in there.
He's desperately hoping you'll give him a good reason to let you step in.
A citizen's eviction. Unconventional, but I won't mention it to the... As an officer of the Guardia Municipal, I'll give you permission to enter. Please get them out of there.
He gives you a thumbs up.
Hell yeah, new area. Let's go.
You emerge from the tunnel into darkness. It crowds around you for a better look. You'll need your flashlight to compensate for your pathetic fleshy cornea. Two voices. You see the shape of light flickers with this.
Yeah, I get it.
The party live.
The party
overhead.
lit. Oh yeah, I get it. It's dark. It be dark. And now it light AF. Bless me. Ooh. Free boobs. Alley-oop. We're very daring. Free booze. Where is this? Oh, I see it. Files and cigarettes. That's how they lived in the 80s. And 70s, I guess, too. Man, filing all these cigarettes is so hard. I'm gonna take a drag of a cigarette so I can file these cigarettes better. More stuff down here. It's not. Fine, I guess we'll talk with you. I don't want to, though. I'm looking at your weird device.
Hello there. Give us one moment. And what's your feet on our wizard stuff?
You look down to see shapes in chalk, burning incense, candles, a guitar with a garland of prayer beads around its neck. Check out the sound gear. This is top brand fancy stuff.
Hey man, Rohan, is this from the Disco Elysium team? Yes, but no, but also yes. It's from ZA/UM. But there was some legal battle or something that happened. So I don't know the full story about what that was about. But it's still pretty good. Still a pretty good game.
Bootlegged crap, every piece. Now please, shh.
The woman mouths to herself, moving her fingers along to a rhythm you cannot hear, then stops abruptly.
What's the bass line again? Oh, I almost had it that time.
It just looks very similar. Yeah, it does have a lot of similarities with it, that's for sure.
We're getting closer. Do you hear it? There's a song.
He decorates the word song with a wiggle of his fingertips. You hold your breath, close your eyes. Your own breath, loud in your ears, uneven.
It's there. You've got to find the groove.
We've searched everywhere, upstairs and down, for speakers. Nothing. No source. Musical poltergeist type of thing.
It's just the old pipes.
We're trying to lure it out. Thus all this chalk circle and incense frippery.
We're trying all the occult stuff. You wouldn't let me sacrifice a pigeon.
She tried to sacrifice a pigeon.
We're sure. You'll be able to hear it too eventually. It's less sound, more suggestion. No! I know it looks like shit in here, but this is really happening. It's not a hallucination.
No smell of gas, though a person suffering from chemical hallucinations would be unlikely to suspect themselves of the fact.
Listen, I'm not under the effect of chemicals in the air.
You have to try to connect on an artistic, historical level with the building.
Poor building. Who knows how long it's been playing to no audience? Explore the place a little. Let yourself feel the rhythm. Let it sing to you.
No squatters in here. Just us.
Yeah, you should leave. It's not safe here.
Afraid we can't. We follow the groove, and the groove's loud in here.
We're a scum synth duo act. I'm un, she's the. Together, and the. Would you like the epic or the ditty version?
Yeah, the ditty.
Synth, played by Scum.
It's just us. Can a name be real?
Oh, I'm already over
What
you.
does it depend on? Origin? Sound? Our mother named him Feral J.
Ate my own umbilical cord.
He ate his own umbilical cord, but that's beside the point. Which is that our name.
Pointless. Culture's atomic, it's in the air. They're dancing to ultravioletta in the Eastern Republics.
Yeah, what brought you to this
We were on
shithole?
the hunt for a music video location, and we've broken into real shit instead.
It's awful in here. Go see the basement bathroom. Divine.
Dereliction, second only to the Pethol Tract in terms of.
GM says this building is collapsed. You should leave.
GMs are disregardable at best.
Disregard them.
There's a mystery in these walls. Don't you want to figure it out?
Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the balcony above them is tilted slightly.
This mystery does not sound more fun than not getting crushed.
Exactly. Look around, explore the place. You'll hear it. Try listening on the stairs just over there. That's what.
Alright, we'll do your techno mumbo jumbo bullshit.
A colony of lice writhes in the hall seating, their mouths full of old cotton. Above them, a perfectly circular hole in the wall draws your attention. You hear someone's voice singing, but only for a moment. 4 inches in diameter, about 2 inches deep, cratering towards the middle. Made by a bullet, undoubtedly. Things were getting heated.
You up to anything, man,
in this
Rohan, today?
God-fearing people's assembly.
You in any trouble?
Your finger disappears to the first knuckle. You feel concrete crumbling around it.
Alright, we need a lot of entanglement.
You back away from.
Entanglement. Let's see, do I have anything that gives me entanglement? Nope. That it? Oops. The boots entanglement? Didn't I have some entanglement boots? I did.
You return to the hole.
Okay, yeah, decent chance.
You
We will
back
quick
away
save. We will
from-
quick save again.
You return to the.
All right. Got it.
You breathe in, tasting the building's
Ew.
flavor. Stale damp chalk. Dust swims through your lungs. The building knows you now. It will allow figures appear in the hall. Hazy, human, laughing. They walk through you, rushing up and down the stairs. They carry bunting, trays of food. One props up a sign which says, International Party Conference Party 66. With the ghostly figures comes a song, a low and constant sound. The room ripples with noise, alive but blurred like a dream. Perhaps the song is hypnotizing you into sharing a memory with the building, an architectural daydream. People pass you, chattering, formed in cloud by a slapdash maker. Some have both eyes on one side of their head. Others are rendered limbless. Gang don't fuck with ghosts. Scatter. A pair of hands passes you by, applauding. As the song grows louder, specters melt into the space around you. A group of people in the tunic suits worn by superblock officials.
And what has communism done for the people of the superblock? Single-ply toilet paper? One-bedroom apartments? You talk of materialism, but where is the material?
You turn to see an imposing figure bearing down on the crowd, ghostly mustache rippling with fury, as he holds some document above his head. Even in this spectral form you recognize him, Sweet Nestor, Portofiro's supreme leader.
We cannot hold Portofino back for the sake of ideological purity. Revolution got our wheels spinning, but now we have to go somewhere.
He's doing it with way more style than you did.
Well, I didn't abandon them. I just got fucked over.
You say Nestor isn't communist enough? Well, I say communism. From now on, we will fully embrace this politics of Nestorism. We will take Emter's money to develop Portofino. No more superblock fearmongering. Portofino isn't some backwater province. Prosperity and autonomy.
He draws a pistol from his coat. There are gasps from the crowd.
This is what I think of your treaty.
He fires. The bullet passes through the treaty, through your torso. It sinks soundlessly into the hole in the wall. Ghost bullets don't hurt. Good to know. You'd never heard that he shot the treaty.
Get out! No listening party, no conference. Get out of my palace of culture. You heard me. Mine.
The ghostly crowd, but you back away.
Alright, well. So listen, sometimes you get a history lesson with just a random hole, you know? Could have been a gunshot, could have been just a kid with a hammer. Could have been anything. Alright, I heard it.
Hey, you back?
Careful not.
I mean, I'm not seeing... I mean, I guess maybe I am seeing ghosts.
Dust lies so thick on the staircase that you can feel it shifting underfoot. You hear catches of the song, words, a man's voice, and a guitar. A guitar strums, your vision blurs. Spectral figures swirl back into the hall, light and glowing. You hear voices in the stairwell below you, calling for someone to hurry up. More ghosts. Ghosts.
I'm coming. Carmona's never late for a party.
Oh, that's young Carmuna.
Carmuna. Her voice sounds much younger, but otherwise the same. This is the old woman from the bazaar, long ago.
So these aren't ghosts.
All that I need lately is my super.
She sings to herself happily as she hurries down the stairs, long skirt held high so she doesn't trip in her glittery shoes. You turn to watch her run by and see the hazy figure of a man in a superblock-style suit, carrying a gift-wrapped package under his arm.
Good evening, Miss.
You've listened to enough opera lore to recognize his voice. This is the legendary Operant Probable, still young. Playing for the opera, undoubtedly, a tune on history's strings.
Is this party the listening party in Nestor's office? I've been called out last minute, but I have this gift for him. Could you give it to him before they play the music?
You must be referring to the building's song.
Carmona will take it for you, but she will also receive the carnation from your lapel in return.
Flirtatious, she plucks the flower from his suit and fixes it into her hair.
Damn, she claimed him.
Picking up an asset in theatre without the target even knowing. Remarkable stagecraft.
It looks far better on you than me, Miss. Very fit.
He bows, the music fades, and the figures with it. Fred Beck, the whole...
So yeah, there's ghosts in here, but they're not making music. They're just living their lives. Grand balcony.
The glow from the camp beneath you dominates the room, throwing the space beyond into a deep, vacuous dark. You hear a few chords on a guitar, just for a moment. You close your eyes and let yourself sway, gently, as the hall below you fills with a soft mist that coalesces into at least 100 phantoms. Ghosts. They're ghosts.
No, the public cannot see me, and the microphone is off. You know I can sense microphones. I intuit their presence.
You look to your left and see the spectral figure of Sweet Nestor crouching on the floor, his voice lowered to an enraged whisper.
I told you I wanted spectacle, not confetti. I'm not making my speech looking like a confetti man. Nestor is no paper fairy.
Confetti floats from above, a rainbow of crepe paper falling around your head and shoulders. 6 other men also ducked out of the crowd's sight. Their faces are blurred, noses migrating, eyes overlarge, but the medals on their lapels are so vibrant that they shine.
I'm not going out there to be mocked by the ambassador. None of you can make me. Do your own speech.
You can't make out any individual features among the mass of shining figures, though some are brighter than others.
Who has my super block man? He'll help me with their ambassador.
One of the other figures fumbles in his pocket and hands over a tiny soldier, feet permanently rooted to a circular base. A pocket combatant, a type of miniature army which reached its sales height in the 50s. Recalled, discontinued, sued into oblivion when the figures were found to be made of lead.
Yes. A sense of righteousness emanates from him. The Kohilan envoy are impressed by my decision not to give them a welcome speech beneath this rain of confetti.
Righteousness always spills from the soldiers of the people, no matter how diminutive. Medals jingle as the specters fade from view. A horrible creaking noise comes from the ceiling. The balcony lifts a little as you step away. steel conference table piled. You find yourself humming along with the building, involuntarily. The soft tap of a drum beat knocks against your eardrum. As the song grows louder, a spectral form takes shape, hovering in the chair. A ghost. A ghost. You're just gonna be in here with the ghosts, all right?
We've outgrown the need for perpetual revolution. That's what they don't understand. You're the only one of them with any sense, Antoine.
On his desk stands the same soldier figurine you saw on the balcony. It watches him unsympathetically.
Point out that they haven't sponsored a single successful coup in years, and you get accused of being a counter-revolutionary pest. Rich indeed, for the Cohilans to accuse a man of intellectual midgetry while bringing us nothing but a popular song.
It must be a very good song. The last song you need to hear. The song that solves music.
Whoa.
Portofino needs money, Antoine. Emter vultures will fund hospitals and homes for the indigent. Then we'll accept technical advisors from the superblock. Use their expertise to develop our own private sector industries. They try to regulate Nestorismo. Compromises, concessions, permissiveness. Não mais. Nestorismo is past and future. It is individual and collective. It is what will hold. We've been cuckolded enough, Antoine. Time for Nestorismo to do some fucking.
You know he got fucked because he said cuckolded. He didn't shorten it.
Nestorismo. Nestor's personal brand of politics. It meant whatever he meant at that moment. Face set in grim resolution. The vision fades back into his chair. It appears. You step away.
Alright, listen, we heard the music. And the music was, long story short, communism. Alright, I heard the music. It was communism, get the fuck out.
Hey, you're back. No ghosts. But I do think the song got louder. So you're doing something right. Wait, why aren't we getting ghosts? Is something about you attracting them?
Speculate on it. Oh dear.
It would be great if you could figure out what it's trying to say, what it's trying to sing. Keep looking, it wants. Oh, tell. They do that.
We do. Tokens about affection.
They think it's affection. To our song? Oh, please find out what it was.
Boring. Maybe we're just seeing near random bits and pieces of historical memory. And this isn't coherent at all. Just architectural dementia.
Listen, AI is having dementia. We don't need buildings that have dementia.
No way. The song is too bright, too alive. It has something to do with the super
I'm sorry, it hallucinates. AI hallucinates, but same thing.
Good name.
Poor thing. Couldn't speak up if it didn't like it, though. Our song, no doubt. We'll get it out of here so we can't bother it anymore. He may have ruined our lives, but he knew drama.
Again with the super block. What are you trying to tell us?
The building does not reply.
All right. We can probably answer those.
Certainly.
16 blueprints. God, you guys are dumb. All right, blueprints. Blueprints. This negative blueprints? Oh, that's entanglement. This is blueprints. You seriously not have any other clothing with blueprints on it? I guess not. All right.
Hey, you back?
Two sixes, two sixes. Failure.
This building will crush them. It will make them flat. Tell them how flat they'll be.
Excellent. Imagine the dance move possibilities.
All right, die. See if I fucking care. Well, I got some bad news, hombre.
The squatters. Did you? Okay. If you need help, shout, I guess. All right. So? Looks can be deceptive.
He believes the cliche, so it's his. He nods at you.
Check unlocked. Colonel victim. Too young to spy. Hold on. Too young to spy option available in gameplay setting menu? So this, wow. Is this a way to get easy mode? Hold on, hold on. We'll go like, it's 29 seconds. Not that I've ever fucking used it. There's not a lot of options in this game that would use the Twitch integration that I've noticed. Or nothing that I would be like, hey, choose one. Usually just a bunch of options that you just go through. Let's see. Let's check it. Let's go back to Dr. Gonzalez's office. Elvira had a big red beaver. She played with it all the time. And his name was Frank. Frank the Beaver. He liked making dams. So fucking extra. I like how Justin said that. Just you know, just let everyone know and be remembered. Let me find Dr. Gonzalo's office. Where the fuck am I here? So yeah, if I go up these stairs. What's this? Are you in, Doc? Nope. Okay, we gotta wait until night. This seems like a good place to call it. Hopefully Dr. Gonzalez can get us some cool drugs to help with seizures. In fact, I'll do a save because I'll forget. Gonzo seizure drugs. I think that's going to do it for today. Again, sorry if you were here, if you wanted some Backyard Baseball. I made a mistake, and I thought Backyard Baseball was releasing today, but in fact, it's releasing Thursday. So I think I'm just going to wait until next Monday to play it. But yeah, this Thursday I'll be playing more Monsters and Memories. Friday, we're doing something with the bros. I forget what we're doing. Sunday and Tuesday we'll be continuing this game. We'll see how far away we are from the ending. Let's see, how long to... I'm assuming 28 hours. Okay, so like maybe, depending. Oh, never mind. 21 hours for the main story. If you do the main and sides, it's 20 and a half. Okay, so sounds like we're pretty close to the end in some regard. Hopefully we finish it up next week. Woo, Eminem, that's right. Listen, because Cassette Group Live's probably not going to be given a lot of Monsters Memories aside from Chaos Theory. So if you want some more Monsters Memories, it's probably going to be here with me and Gulo. I wouldn't be surprised if Gulo doesn't stream on Thursday because it's probably just going to be way too hot. Don't forget to say goodnight to your C-man. I never forget. Anyways, hope everyone has a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll see you hopefully Thursday. If not, whenever I see you again.